It's me, Kennedy, and I just want to apologize first off that I have not posted in a long ass time. I'm really sorry about that. I've been so busy with school. I've been sick recently, so I haven't just really been in the mood to post anything. I mean, when I want to talk to you guys, I want to sound, healthy. Today I decided I'd do something a little different. Um, as you know, I do play games, and so I decided that, today I'm just going to talk to you about a few of my favorite games I enjoy playing on the PS3 and the PS4. I am a PlayStation fan, so sorry for people who are Xbox fans. Because, I mean, I have nothing against Xbox, but I've just grown up playing PlayStation. So, I hope you enjoy this video and you hopefully, play these games because they're really good games. Okay, so the first game I will show you is Heavy Rain. This is, if I was to rate this game, by the way, this isn't sponsored, so not sponsoring these games that I list off to you today. But Heavy Rain is about, I think, a 7 if I was to rate it from 1 to 10. Why it's a 7 is because it's a really depressing story. Yeah, it's about, for you guys who don't know this game, it's really kind of a mystery game for you guys who like to investigate and stuff like that. You play, I think 3 different characters, and one of it is there's this father who had 2 sons, and something tragic happened to his oldest son, and it caused him and his wife to divorce, and he had his youngest son would come and visit him like on the weekends or whatever. Well, he ended up getting kidnapped. His youngest son got kidnapped by this guy who apparently has kidnapped kids before. He's called the origami killer because he leaves origami figures as clues, or whatever person he kidnaps. So the point of this game is you do these really horrifying like games that this origami killer gives you, and it's in order to find your son. You can choose through the game if you want to find your son, or you just decide you don't want to find your son, which is kind of really depressing if you ask me, because you have a certain amount of time if you choose to find your son, and if you fail these games that he gives you, then your son dies, and that's the end of the game. So the whole point of the game is you're trying to find your son, and it's really sad. So that's why it's a 7. It's just kind of a really sad, depressing game, but it's actually really interesting too. I mean, the 3 characters you play is, for one, the dad, obviously, and you play this cop who tries to investigate this killer and find out who it is. And then you play, I think you play the mom. Sorry, I'm not sure. I've not played this game in forever. So, sorry, someone texted me. Not important right now. But, yeah, that's one of the games I play on the PS3. And for you guys who want to know what it's rated M, obviously, because, has stuff to do with really serious things, and it's just sad. So the second game I'm going to show you is Skyrim. Probably a lot of you guys know Skyrim, and you probably played it before. But for you guys who don't know what it is, or you don't own it, or you know, never played it, it's fine. You're not judged. But it's really a fun game. I play it a lot. Really, it's about, you have different quests. It's kind of like a medieval time. You know, basically the whole point of the game is you become so powerful that nothing can stop you. And you can choose, like, along the way you meet different people. You could become part of, like, you can be a cult leader, which is, like, you know, honestly, their outfits are really cool. I've been one of those. I've been a part of a cult. I've been a werewolf, because you can choose to be a werewolf. You can choose to be a vampire. It's really cool. You get to choose your own journey and what you want to be. I usually always choose to be a wizard. I always choose the magical path and, like, the sorcerer path. And I become a werewolf or a vampire, because I'm into supernatural stuff like that. So it's really cool, and I highly recommend this game. It's really enjoyable. It does get frustrating, and oh my god, so sorry guys. People keep texting me. They need to leave me alone. But really enjoyable. Oh my god. So sorry. But it's enjoyable. Sorry, I've said that so many times. But it's also interesting. You get to fight dragons and you level up, and just an overall really cool game. And of course, it's rated M for mature, because it's, you know, blood and killing and stuff like that. By the way, if you play it, do not kill the chicken. I mean, that's really random, but don't kill any chicken, because the villagers will kill you. Which is like, okay, I just killed your chicken. Honestly, I don't know why. They're really close to the chickens there. So, do not kill a chicken. So, as we just talked about Skyrim and stuff like that, my third game that I have chosen to show you guys would have to be Call of Duty Black Ops. Well, this is the second one, but any of the Call of Duty Black Ops are my favorite. I love this game because it's just so entertaining. Like, I mean, what you basically do is you shoot zombies, you go on missions. I always choose, I mean, sometimes I go on the missions, but I usually like to do the 2-player game where you just shoot zombies and you try to go to the highest level. And, you know, I mean, I always die on, like, the 12th level. I suck. So, but, you know, for you guys who don't know, basically it's a really good storyline. It really is. For different games, like of Call of Duty, you know, like Call of Duty Ghost, you're, like, in the military and you're spying on people, and that's just a short thing. I'm not gonna, like, go into detail what you do, because that would take up the whole video. But yeah, obviously it's rated M for blood and stuff. And I mean, yeah, it's a really good game. I also highly recommend it. For ratings, it'd be about like a 6, only because I get bored of it real fast. And, I mean, the levels get harder and harder as you play. So, I mean, I get kind of impatient with it. And I totally forgot to rate Skyrim. Skyrim would have to be a 9. Ah! Hello. Sorry, my phone is just not liking me today. Anyway, Skyrim would be an 8, because, you know, I enjoy Skyrim. It's just, I don't get bored of it. I only get bored of it, like, if I am bored of it, it would be because of, you know, the hard levels, like defeating a dragon and I keep dying. Those I hate. I get really mad about it. So, yeah. Anyway, so back to, you know, PlayStations. Now I'm getting on one of the mellow games, like the really fun games that I just enjoy playing. It's kind of like a really entertaining, like, it doesn't involve killing or anything like that. Because I just showed you the 3 games that are just kind of really action-packed. Well, for one, Little Big Planet, and probably you guys, I mean, I know there's a lot of haters out there that do not like Little Big Planet. They're like, oh, it's so stupid, and I hate it. I love this game. It's so fun, and it's so entertaining. I mean, I love making my characters. And basically you go on these miniature little fun missions and you get to collect stickers and you unlock new outfits, and basically you're like this kind of puppet person, and it's really fun. And sorry, my birds know I'm awake. So sorry. Ugh. Sorry. Gotta turn off notifications. They're bugging me. Anyway, but Little Big Planet's rated E for everyone, obviously. It's not bloody. It's not it's not action-packed. I mean, you do some missions, and some of it gets really frustrating because it is, I mean, if you play one player, then it's not really frustrating. But I always play 2-player because I like 2-player better. It's a lot of teamwork. Like, if one of the people that you're playing with stays behind, then the camera goes away from them and they automatically die. So it's really frustrating there, and so it's kind of like you gotta work together, and it gets frustrating, especially if I just spit. It gets frustrating if the person you're playing with is really slow. So I suggest you play with someone who, like, has played the game before, or someone who's, like, fast. So I always play with my sister, and my sister is really, really slow. So, I mean, that sounds bad. She's not, she's not slow like that, but she's slow with video games, and it gets frustrating. And it's really irritating. So, but rating this, it would probably be a 6, though, because I get frustrated with this game a lot, because, you know, it's teamwork, and I'm not good with teamwork. So maybe I should do first player, but I don't like first player, because it starts getting boring if you do first player, because you have no one to talk to or laugh and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'd recommend it for people who like teamwork stuff and want to play with somebody, like a 2-player game. It can go up to 4 players, so it's really cool, and it's for the PS3. Sorry, all of these games are for PS3 that I've shown you so far. But I think Little Big Planet just came out on the PS4 also, but I'm not 100%. But, yeah. Now, as you guys know, I have talked about my love for Sims in, I think, the 2 videos I've already done. I've talked about my obsession with Sims. It's just the world's greatest game. I'm already gonna rate it. It's 10 to 10. Highly recommended for me. Play it. I have 2 of them because they only came out with Sims 3 and Sims 3 Pets for the PS3, and I love them. They're a lot different than the PC games, because the PC games I honestly would recommend way more than the ps3, only because it's the Sims 3 Pets and the Sims 3, you can't put whatever you want in your house because there's like a fire limit. And with PC, you can put as much clutter, as much anything as you want, and there's not a limit to how much stuff you put in your house. And with the PS3 games of The Sims 3, there is a limit, and there is a limit to how many people you can have in a household. In the PS3 games, it's 6, and in the PC games, without a cheat, you can do 8, up to 8 households, like people in your household. And if you do the cheat, you can have as many as you want, which is really cool. I mean, like I'm saying again, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying, like, I'm not a critic here, but it's really a fun, I mean, I just think it's really cool that people who, you know, I like when people tell me about different games and like TV shows that they think is cool, because I really like to look for different, like, new things to play, new things to watch. So I really hope that by telling you guys this, that you guys will really take note and try to play these games, because these are really fun games, and if you're looking for new games to play, I highly recommend these. But anyway, with Sims, for you guys who've never played The Sims, basically you just control life. You make your own characters, you make your own family. You can build houses, or you can buy houses, and you just have jobs. It's basically like playing Barbies, but for older people. Like, let's be honest, guys. When you guys couldn't, like, personally me, I couldn't let go of Barbies. But then I found Sims, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And, yeah. So, yeah, 10 to 10, The Sims games, always. I'll always love The Sims, even if I get bored of it, because it gets boring after, like, 2 hours of playing, but, if you keep it interesting, then it never gets boring. Trust me, Sims is, like, the go-to game for me, and I hope that you guys, like the people who play Sims, you Simmers out there, understand where I'm coming from, because it's an amazing game. Now, for the last game, that's a lie. There's one more game I'm going to introduce to you, but right now, I'm going to introduce, this is for the PS2. I still have a PS2. That's really, like, wow, because a lot of my PS2s and PS2s out there have crashed because of, them just being old and stuff. But this game is called Innocent Life, but it's a special edition to the Harvest Moon games. And for you guys who do not know what Harvest Moon is, it's basically like The Sims, but you don't get to, like, make your character. Your character comes in the game automatically. You're basically a farmer, and you make money by selling your crops. You make money by selling, like, your animals. But I never sell my animals in any of the Harvest Moon games. It's really fun. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10 already, because it's really entertaining. I don't get tired of it. But this game, specifically, though, for the PS2, I do get tired of, because you can't get married in it, and I love getting married and having kids. And as you know, well, you probably don't, but in the PS4 they came out with a game called Stardew Valley, so much like Harvest Moon. Basically, it's basically Harvest Moon to me. You get to do, though, a lot more things. You get to choose to be a boy or a girl, and you can get married anytime you want. In the Harvest Moon games, you have to wait until the harvest sprites, these little people who help you with your farm, they give you a blue feather, and you give it to the person that really likes you, like has the most hearts, and you propose to them, and you get married, and then you guys have a kid together, and blah, blah, blah. and it's really enjoyable. Harvest Moon is one of my second favorite games to play. The last game I'm going to tell you about is for the PS4. I do not have it to show you guys, but is Fallout 4. I've always been in love with Fallout. I think Fallout 4 is just an amazing game. Like, I love the graphics. I love it. It's such a step up. Sorry. It's just a step up from Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. It's such a big step from those games to now this game. And I enjoy it so much. I love that you get to create your own little, like, camps for, like, recruits that come in and stuff. Well, for you guys who don't know what Fallout 4 is, it's basically is based on it's like in the 80s, I'm guessing. It's really, like, old, like, back in the day clothing, so I'm pretty sure it was in the 80s. And you can play as the wife or the husband, but the husband used to be in the military and he fought for the country. So it basically starts out with him remembering the war, and then you get to choose and you get to, like, style your character, and you guys have, like, a newborn baby, and then this guy comes to your door and is, like, basically really trying to get you to sign up for the vault. The vault is, if a nuclear war occurs, then the vault is what keeps you safe from, like, radiation, keeps you safe from dying. So you get to sign up anyway. I mean, if you don't, then the game's over and you have to restart. So sign up for the vault, do it. And then all of a sudden, the news comes on and is like, yeah, nuclear war is happening right now. So pretty much you run to the vault with your baby and your husband if you choose the wife, or, you run with the husband runs and blah, blah, blah. But you basically, once you're in the vault, you get frozen so your body can really, like, get used to the underground, like, oxygen and stuff like that. Well, basically something happens where these people come in, and I'm pretty sure they're raiders, but they come in and they start shooting up and killing everybody. But your character wakes up and starts to, like, get at your husband, because I always play the wife. And basically your husband gets shot, or if you're the boy, your wife gets shot, and your baby gets taken away. And then you wake up, and basically you wake up, like, 200 or 500 years later, and, the thing is, you don't know how long you were frozen, and your baby was frozen. So the whole point of the game is you're trying to find your son, and you're trying to find him and take him home. So the point of the game is you're trying to build up camps, you're trying to get strong, and then you're trying to find clues on where your kid is. It's a really fun game. I love it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And best game ever. I love it. I mean, not like I love The Sims. But it's close. It's close. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys took note on the games that I have mentioned. They're really good games, I promise. And I hope if you guys do take my advice and get them, that you love them as much as I do. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my video. And I will have a new video, hopefully tomorrow, about PC games that I really like and enjoy. Similar to this one, but different. So, yeah. Bye!